Welcome back everybody to a place where you get encouragement and weekly insights about how to have a good mental health. Thanks for sparing some time for our channel. It's me, your counselor. I'm thankful our family is growing. Thanks to those who are watching, subscribing and sharing. Please don't stop to share with other people so the family can grow more and more. It is an honor for me to do this. Today we're going to talk about the brain or the mind. How can we control our brain to have a good mental health? That's what we're going to talk about. And I'm going to begin with giving a brief background about this brain or the mind. There was a research that was done by the best neurologists in the world, and they found out that nearly all people use 10% of their brain, and 65% of people who were sampled agreed with that. Can you imagine that? We use 10% of our brain, most of the people in the world, which is okay. And it was backed up by some research by Gabriel Ann, who found out that if we would use our brain 100%, it would lead to epileptic seizures, which means it would be dangerous to use our brains 100%. So whether you use your brain 10%, 20% or 30 or 100%, if you fail to understand how your brain works, how you should control your brain, you're going to have tremendous void. And that's what I want to focus on today. This brain is a very important thing. It's very small and it weighs around 3 pounds or less, but it controls the whole body. Our body is so big, but it's just the brain that controls the body. This brain that we have, we can condition our brain to work in a certain way. We can use our brain in things that we want to use. For me, I like to keep my brain thinking positive. In everything that happens, I want to think positive. I want to think in a certain direction. Probably a few people want to think that way, but I'm okay because I want to have a good mental health. If something happens and you decide to think positive, it's going to keep your mental health well. So, can we control how we think? Yes, we can control how we think and how we use our brain. I have an example myself. I went on a safari and I didn't train for like 2 weeks or more, and I came back with a lot of fatigue, and I wanted to exercise, go back to running around, but my body was so weak and my brain was failing to go back to running. And I tried to go, but still my body was weak and I couldn't handle things. But I told my brain, what do I want out of this? The same thing you should do. When your brain is failing to do something, to adapt to something, take a second and think, what do I want from this? For example, if you are a student trying to learn a mathematical number, ask yourself, why am I learning this? Do you want to learn it or you don't want to learn it? Once you decide and say, I want to learn it, then you have to push your brain even when it cannot move forward, because our brain was made in a way that for ambiguous things or things that look to be complicated, it tries to switch off. So all you have to do is keep pressing. Tell your brain, no, we can't. I have to move forward because you haven't achieved the results. And I promise you, if you continue to try that, to push your brain forward, it's going to reach a certain level and just give in, and you have to accept. That's what happened. That's what I did in that time when I had a lot of fatigue. And finally, I ran, but it was through hard work and persistence so that the brain can work. You can use some exercises to help your brain, or a few things to help your brain work in a positive way. You can meditate and think about things that you want. You can keep your mind shifted from the things you like, the positive things. That's going to help your brain to work naturally, to work in a good way, because your brain can be controlled. If you don't control your brain, it can end up failing and failing you. But I know you want success. That's what you want in your life. You want to have success. If you look at these people who are going on stage, bodybuilders, for the first time, they try to pose and things don't work out, and they want to just stop the posing because their backs or their bodies are not made in a certain way. But those who persist and they tell their brain, no, I want to be the best bodybuilder, I want to stay doing this, it happens that at the end of it all, they practice and their brain is going to adapt to that, and it's going to know, no, there is no way out from this one. I have to keep doing it. I have to go forward. So I hope you think, you let your brain think the things that are going to help you have a good mental health and move forward in a positive way. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.